I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everybody. It's Mark, the controversial Christian here. Oh, I'm hiding a little bit there. Getting something in my way here. It's like one of the dogs got my slipper or something and got it over here. I can't get them to fetch my slippers for me when I want them, but man, they take them all over the house. I need to train them better, I guess. I don't know. They're good dogs, though. Today is the 17th day of May. I probably didn't mention that yet. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the power of one, the power of God. You know, the power of one. They say that, you know, in multi-level marketing. I was in a company one time. They talked about the power of one. One person can make, you know, you a lot of money. One person can cause you a lot of money too, you know. You know, I did like the multi-level marketing platform is good. I mean, I am with a company. There's a link on my website if you want to check it out. They sell CBD products. They got a few other products too, you know, skincare products and like that. You know, the power of one. You know, it's a good model, but it you know, it's kind of flawed because, you know, you can sign up 10 people and 9 of them will drop out. You know what I mean? Not everybody has your, you know, like if you're ambitious, not everybody has your ambition, and it's really hard to see any significant amount of money unless you're really dedicated. You know, it's just like anything, you know, it takes a while to build it up. I mean, I promote it like that. I get a few people to sign up. I've got a platform that I use, GMP. I got a link to that too. Sign up for my 555 club. There's a link to that too. It's an email marketing platform. It's one of the best ones out there that I've seen. You know, you don't have to, you pay one price and you get unlimited subscribers. It's a single opt-in too. I mean, you'll get some spammy ones on there, but you can just delete them. That's what I do. But, you know, most of these companies nowadays, they charge you, you know, like if you get 100 subscribers, anything over that, they'll charge you per subscriber and like that. And, you know, that can add up, especially if you get a lot of spam email, you know. With this one here, it's you pay one price, like you get a lifetime subscription, which is what I got. I think it's like $300 or $400, but you know, I mean, if you're going to spend, say you spend $400 and you get a lifetime subscription, you know, it's one-time payment. You don't have to pay again, which is a great bargain, really, because a lot of these, you know, platforms like that, the email marketing platforms, you know, you're paying $25, $30, $50 a month. Some of them are $100 a month. I've seen them $1,000 a month. That's a lot of money to pay. I mean, if you're making big money, yeah, but I'd rather have that other $1,000 a month in my pocket than somebody else's. So that's where I'm coming from with this. You know, you're better off paying. You know, they even got a monthly. I think it's $25. You can pay yearly. You know, you can try it. Pay a year in advance. I think it's a couple $100. That's, you know, $15 a month or something, which is it's a pretty good price, really, even at that. But I'm suggesting that you get the lifetime subscription. Yeah, sound like what is that? Evan or no? That Jim Carrey there. Bruce Almighty. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, let's go into our morning prayer. We'll start the day off with a prayer. What a great way to start the day off. I think so anyways. Our God, our Father, help me to deeper trust in the life everlasting. May I feel that this love which is now shall be, ever shall be, and work of this life is the work of thou hast given me to do. And when it's done, thou wilt give me more. This love that makes all our life so glad flows from thee, for thou art love, and we shall love forever. Help me feel how, day by day, I see some dim shadow of the eternal day that will break upon us at the last. Amen. Robert Collier said that. He was born 1823, died 1912. Thanks, Robert. Today we're going to talk about the power of one. He asked Philip to come up and sit with him. Acts 8:31. As Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch talked about a prophecy from Isaiah, God's Spirit moved. Philip shared the gospel, which resonated with his listener. Then eunuch asked to be baptized, and he made his simple confession of faith. Changed forever, the Ethiopian rejoiced. Two ordinary individuals, that's the simple relationship of the story. God used one of his followers to minister to one person. He took Philip from the crowds of Samaria to a lone traveler on a country road in order to help a man searching for meaning. This beautifully illustrates the heart of God. He cares for the individual, and he searches out the one lost sheep, leaving the others in the wilderness. He deeply loves every one of his children and knows each of them intimately. When you know Christ, you can reflect the same love. Who do you know who needs to know Christ? Ask God to lead you to someone who needs him, and open the scriptures to him or her. You can rejoice when that individual responds to his call. The essence of faith is being satisfied with all that God is for us in Jesus. You know, that's why I make these videos. Because if I can get just one person to follow Christ, to let Christ in their heart, to be baptized, you know, to start reading the Bible, studying, you know, getting an education, ChristianLeadersInstitute.org. Don't forget about that. Get an education. It's very important. You know, learn about biblical history. Itchy back here. A little bit of history. Learn about business. You know, if you're like me, you got a confused mind. You know, you just can't decide what you're going to do. My mind just goes 100 different directions. You know, but with the help of Jesus, reading the Bible, you know, studying biblical history, walking with the Lord, you know, my mind has calmed down a lot. Because I used to jump from one thing to another every week. I mean, it just seemed like I had a different business opportunity, or I had this, or I had that. Now, I just concentrate most of my efforts on following Jesus. You know, I've got a few things that I do. I bought one of these laser printers, and I've had it sitting out in my living room for about a week or so. And finally, last night I put it together. Man, that was, if you want to do something challenging, you do that, because, you know, it's from China, and some of the instructions are in Chinese and some are in American, but they got a video that you watch, but it's hard to follow the guy in the video because you can't see what screws he used and what nuts and bolts he used, and, you know, so it's kind of confusing, so you got to watch it, but I finally got it together. Now today, I'm going to download the software on my laptop, and I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to print some stuff out and see what it looks like. Because I like doing the woodworking stuff, you know, it's a lot of fun. You know, you just get a piece of wood, and I've got a wood planer and saws and all that stuff. I can just set it down there and, you know, have them laser out an image on it and see what it looks like. And, you know, maybe, because I like to go to some of these flea markets and like that and set up and sell stuff. It's in my blood, you know. It's just something that I like to do things with my hands, you know. that gives you a sense of accomplishment. You know, and we need to have this extra income coming in. We need to have money to, you know, to fuel the church with, our ministry with. So, you know, I do the website things. I've got just a lot of irons in the fire. You know, I work a little bit here and a little bit there, but I concentrate. Most of my focus is on Jesus and, you know, bringing people to the ministry. You know, we're accepting donations too. So please, I've got a link on my website. If your heart, you know, if you feel in your heart that you can help us, please help us. You know, we don't ask for much. We give whatever you can. You know, we try to help people out in the community. There's people that, you know, they're low income and they need, you know, food and stuff like that. We try to help as much as we can. So, you know, do whatever you can. Or, you know, visit. I've got links to on our website. You know, you can buy products or like our GMP, the email platform that we have. You know, join that. If you have a business, that's a great way to reach people. Sign up for my 555. You know, everything's in there. As soon as you sign up, it'll take you right to it. You know, so, you know, don't hesitate. I know things are confusing. In this day and age, you know, you're bombarded with all these advertisements, and, you know, it's overwhelming. Especially now that you're staying home, you're spending more time on the computer. You know, I've got one on VPNs because you know, when you get on Facebook and you search for something, then you get all these ads and everything. So I got a VPN that, you know, it'll stop a lot of these ads because they don't know where I am, so they won't send that's how it works anyways. They've got a server in somewhere in the United States, and they think I'm in New Jersey or somewheres, and they don't know exactly where I am. It's hard to track you, which is good because, you know, you don't want people tracking you. You don't want to entice you because you need to be a business owner. You need to be a business owner. A business owner, not a consumer. Especially if you're trying to start a business. See, that's the trouble with a lot of people. They live from paycheck to paycheck. You know, they spend all their money and then, you know, they just have to wait for the next paycheck or whatever. Or I even see these things on TV, and this is a false sense of security. You know, you join this, get this, what is it, Green Dot or whatever it is. You get this credit card and you get paid 2 days earlier. Yeah, you can get paid 2 days earlier, but then you got to wait till the next week to get paid again, even at 2 days earlier. So it ain't doing you any good. They make it sound so good, but it's not really. It's deceptive is what it is. Well, how can you get paid earlier? Well, but then you're broke 2 days earlier, see? So really, you're not gaining anything. What you need to do is you need to set yourself up. You need to take money every week. There's 10%, you know, the tithe to the church or give to the poor or something. 10% of your income, 10% invest. Invest 10% of your money, whether you want to buy, you know, get some Bitcoins or real estate, or, you know, you can buy these real estate stocks for, you know, a little bit of $500. So save a little bit of money every week, and then when you get $500 saved up, you know, invest in real estate or invest in something. You know, let your money work for you. Because if you don't let your money work for you, you're going to be working for your money your whole life. Even when you're retired, you're still, you see, I work, but I work for, you know, myself. I do things for myself, and I enjoy it. You know, I like working with my hands, do a little woodworking. I've got a lot of stuff around the house here that I've been selling because we just got so much stuff. I mean, I had a little yard sale over town here the other day, and I made, you know, $100 or something. It wasn't much, but, you know, every little bit helps, and I still got a lot more stuff to sell because I've got sheds full of stuff that I've accumulated over the years, and, you know, it's time to downsize and, you know, focus on, you know, Jesus. Focus on what matters. If you want to start a little business like that, great. Start with ChristianLeadersInstitute.org. Get some education. It's free. If you want to get a degree, you'll have to pay for the degree. It's $1,250 for the associate's degree, and another $1,250 for a bachelor's degree. $2,500 for an education. You can even finance it too through them. So you have no excuse now. You don't have to have big, heavy student debt anymore, because that hurts a lot of people. You take 5 to 10 years to pay back a student loan. When you're first starting out in business as an apprentice, you ain't making a whole lot of money. If you got say you get married and you got a wife, and then you got kids and a mortgage, and this stuff adds up and it's very stressful. Cut out that one payment right there, that stress payment. Even with an associate's degree, a 2-year degree will get you farther in life than you can imagine. And you can create your own wealth. You can get a side hustle or anything you want. But, do something. Start saving some money. You start letting your money work for you at an early age. See, I waited. I was just a few years ago is when I started doing this stuff. I was coming up on retirement, and I had maybe, $500 in the bank for an emergency like that. That's no way to live. You should have a minimum of $50,000 in your savings account at all times to be considered comfortable. And then you can just keep building and building and building on it. Like if you're at a job, use the 401k and let the company contribute. A lot of these companies will contribute to you. Like they'll match 4% or whatever. That's free money. Get it. Start a 401k at work. Contribute $20 a week. You'll never miss it. They'll take it right out of your check. That's what I did when I worked for. But a few years ago, I had a pretty, not a real big one, but I had $20,000 or $30,000 in there. But I hurt my knee, and I had to take the money out of there and live on. So, that kind of hurt that. But if I would have left it in there, it would have been a whole lot bigger now. But, hindsight, you think about that. Now, you don't really realize it until, one day you kind of wake up and you think, man, I should have done this or I should have done that. Or don't say I should have done that. Do it. Take the chance. Start saving now, investing now when you're young. Or even if you're older and you've got, a little bit of money saved up. If you've got a 401k, keep it in there. Just take a little bit of money out every month or every 2 months or whatever, or once a week. I'd suggest every month, because you let it stay in there and keep earning interest or keep building up. Only take what you need and let your nest egg build. Start when you're young. That's the best way to do it. See, I was foolish when I was young. I just worried about chasing girls and drinking beer and smoking pot. That's what I worried about when I was younger. You don't realize it until you get older that, man, I wish I'd. But, wishing one hand and pooping the other and see which one fills up more, see which one fills up quicker. It's going to be this one, the one with the poop in it, Well, this is Mark, the Controversial Christian. Wait a minute. Let's do a couple of scriptures here. The power of one. One person can make a big difference in your life. This is from 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. The power of one, the power of Jesus Christ, the power of a good friend, or, like a good neighbor or someone. One person, just that one person in your life, Jesus Christ, God, maybe your spouse or your friend or something. One person in your life can make the biggest difference in the world. Like, say, you want to start your own little business. You'll ask, the best thing to do is research. Say you want to start a business selling widgets. So you'd research widgets. I would suggest the research for at least 2 to 4 weeks. Find out everything you can about this business, if it's worth even pursuing. That's the mistakes that I made. It was I jumped right into something without doing research on it. And next thing you know, I wasn't making any money on it, or I wasn't doing it right. Or I found this program that where I could make all this money, but all I needed to do was pay this guy $3,000. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. If you're going to spend $3,000, spend it on education. Get a bachelor's degree, $2,500 from Christian Leaders Institute. You know, the power of one. One person can make a difference. You know, one person, yeah, you know, that sounds like a pretty good idea. You know, and then you ask a few other people, yeah, but you're always going to have the naysayers, you know. There's going to be people that don't want you to be successful. You know, they're going to be jealous. You know, the negative Nellies we call them. You know, just stay away from them people. You don't need people. You don't need negativity in your life. You need positive reassurance. 2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. What a beautiful scripture that is. You need the power of Christ. Let's do a couple more here. Colossians 1:11. May you be strengthened with all power according to his glorious might, for all endurance and patience with joy. 2 Peter 1:3. His divine power has granted to us all things that pertain to life and godliness, through the knowledge of him who called us to his own glory and excellence. 1 Corinthians 2:5. That your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. Seek the Lord. I'm telling you, it'll make a big difference in your life. It helped me focus a little bit more, because I had the old shiny object, ADHD syndrome, whatever you want to call it. I mean, and you know, I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that have these kind of thoughts, you know. I mean, they can't focus on one thing. It's not uncommon, because the world is so confusing. You know, everybody's coming at you, you know, hey, try this, do this, pick me, hey. Everybody's got their hand up, and everybody's got their hand out. They got their hand up and they got their hand out. They want you to pick them, and they're looking for your money. You know, sometimes it's good. You need a little education. Sometimes you get ripped off and you get an education then too, let me tell you. It's happened to me. But anyways, you know, get an education, learn a little bit about business, about life, about money, especially about money. Money affords you things. You know, you need money. We want you to have money. You need more money. This book I'm reading, that's what it is. It's Matt Monero. You need more money. And we all need more money. So, we need Jesus too. We need more Jesus. More money and more Jesus. Because the more money you have, the more people you can help, the more blessing you can give out, the more blessed you'll be. But use your money for good, not evil. Here's our closing prayer for today. My voice is starting to get a little strained here because I'm getting too excited. Into thy hands, O Lord, I commend myself, my spirit, soul, and body. Thou didst make and didn't redeem me, and together with me, all my friends and all that belongs to me. Thou hast vouchsafed them to me, Lord, in thy goodness. Let me remember thee on my bed, and search out my spirit. Let me wake up and be present with thee. I will lay me down in peace, and take my rest, for it is thou, Lord, only that maketh me dwell in safety. Amen. Amen, everybody. Get yourself an education. Learn about money. Learn about Jesus. The more knowledge you have, the better your life will be. Knowledge is power. The power of one. Jesus Christ. He is the power you need. One good friend, someone that can guide you, a mentor, you know, somebody that can guide you through this life. If you need anything, just give me a call. My phone number's on the website. My email, I check it once a day. I check my phone number. I check my phone. Leave me a message. If I don't answer, I get a lot of phone calls. I try to help as many people as I can. Have a blessed day, everybody. This is Mark, the Controversial Christian, signing out. Don't let that name Controversial Christian fool you. Controversial is, I talk about some things that other people don't want to talk about. It's not really bad against Christianity. It's things that other people don't want to really talk about. Some people might agree with me. Some people might not. I don't care because I'm not here to please everybody. Only Jesus. God, and of course my wife too. Got to make her happy. Because if Mom ain't happy, nobody's happy. Anyways, this is Mark, the Controversial Christian, signing off for today. We love you. Have a blessed and prosperous day, please.